Housing bubble 2.0 bursting. Pending home sales fall 21% in March of 2020. 21%, ladies and gentlemen. And Hertz rental car bankrupt. This is Mike with MrNoFluff.com. And since 2016, 2017, I've been doing videos warning the people that we're going to have a meltdown in the real estate, that we're going to have a meltdown in the equity stocks, and people just didn't want to listen. You can't make this stuff up. Here is me in January 24th, 2017, doing a video saying why 2017, 2016 was the worst time to be a real estate investor, and here's why. And man, I got so much hate. So many people talk smack about it. And in 2020, we're already in that meltdown. Okay. And now going back to the story, the realtors that did the report just said that 21% of home pending home sales fell through. But what they forgot to mention, because the number will be so big, is that how many people withdrew their listings or canceled their listings. If you add that up, plus the 21% of pending home sales fall, you're looking at a huge number. What the realtors didn't tell you was that their listings are way down versus back in 2016. So what does that mean? That means that real estate agents are not getting home listings, okay, like they used to, okay? That people are not trying to sell their home like they used to. What they're not telling you is it's harder to get money because of the credit crunch to buy homes. They're not telling you any of this stuff, okay? And remember, real estate agents are also claiming that even though in March we saw 21% drop in pending home, which in my book is a lot more, okay, that home prices are not going to go down. They're going to keep their ground, which is a bunch of BS, okay, bunch of BS. Now, back in 2016, 2017, I told everyone that the market's going to go down. Please go back to my old videos, listen to it, and you'll see how I nailed it. Okay. And I told everyone that gold was the play when it was $1,100 an ounce. And today, if you want to buy an ounce of gold at the gold store, you're going to almost pay $1,900 an ounce. Okay. Now, what this article, what the realtors also didn't tell you is that this is just the fourth, fifth week of this meltdown. Wait a year and a half, wait 2 years, and then watch what happens. What they didn't tell you in the article is that massive foreclosures are coming. What they didn't tell you is that how many real estate agents are quitting and going and finding new jobs. And that number will increase as months go by, as less and less home agents are not able to get due listings, which means that they only get paid if they sell homes commission. If they're not selling homes, they can't pay their rent, they can't pay their gas, they can't pay their car payments, which means they're going to go look for a new home, new jobs. What they're not telling you is that more and more agents are going to be leaving the industry, okay, because we are seeing major greatest depression, okay, that we never experienced before, historical stuff, okay. And it's no secret. You have millions and millions and millions and millions of people out of job very, very fast in 4 or 5 weeks. You have millions and millions of, what I call deadpreneurs buying homes when they are dead broke. They have no business of owning rental properties from Airbnb Superhost, right? Okay. There's so many small landlords that don't have $10,000 in their banking account, but they bought homes because they were giving away these homes with ultra low interest rate, easy qualification, etc. We saw what happened in 2006 when we give away homes to subprime, but imagine what's happening today. Now, it's no secret that it's going to be a tsunami of foreclosures after this forbearance period. Because if someone can't afford to make this month payment, they surely are not going to be able to come up with big lump of sum of money 4 months down the line or 3 months down the line. Okay, so what that means is there's going to be massive inventory and majority of these real estate agents are going to quit and they're going to go find real jobs. But in the market today, you can't find even real job, and that's why the unemployment is so high. We're going to see massive losses all over the board. If it's from real estate to stocks to businesses, we are now seeing one of the top biggest uh, auto rental renter, Hertz, preparing to file bankruptcy. They missed their lease payments. They missed their mortgage because, again, even though you could be a big company like Hertz or GMC or Ford, it doesn't mean you're a solvent company. Just like all the home many I shouldn't say all many of the home builders today that are selling stocks on the stock market, their balance sheets are upside down. For every dollar they produce, they have to get indebted 4.7 times, which means that it's not a operating business. It's a zombie business. It's a business that doesn't make any money. The only reason it's making money is because it's able to borrow money. And we see that with Hearst because in this recession, people are not flying, people are not renting cars. And even no matter how big these guys are, they have many locations all over America, they don't have any liquidity. They don't have any money in the reserve to overcome 1 month of freaking not, having income coming in, or 2 months, which is ridiculous because if you're a company at this size, you should have 5 years, 10 years of money saved aside in liquidity. Why are you so big if you don't have any money set aside, right? And the other thing is that once Hertz goes bankrupt and they liquidate their cars, that's going to flood the auto used market. And this brings me a very interesting story. I had a student that, I mentor. He started a multi-million dollar used car business at a very, very young age in his early 20s. And maybe about 8 months ago, 9 months ago, he invited me to his car lot and he was showcasing how they have like over $2 million in cars that they have paid for all in cash, and how he's buying, an extra building, commercial building to add on. And I looked at him into his eye, and and I told him, man, dude, you don't know a crash is coming, my friend. You don't know a crash is coming. And he looked at my eye, said, Mike, I appreciate all you've done for me, but you don't know what you're talking about. And I remember looking him in the eye and I said, look, man, the 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 car industry is going to be in massive, massive trouble, buddy. And he looked at me and like, like, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And that's the problem because we all have so much egos. When we have when we win one time, we think we're going to be right all the time. And it takes tremendous amount of, what is the word? Being honest with yourself, being humble to realize that, hey, you may have a one-time hit at home run, but it doesn't mean you're going to hit home runs every time, that you're going to make a lot more mistakes than you have wins. And, and when I told my student that, man, he, instead of him expanding, buying no extra commercial properties and this, he should have money in the reserve because we're going to have one of the world's greatest depression that we've never seen. He basically laughed me out of the car dealership. And you know what? And I'm totally okay with that because even though that I helped this gentleman make multi-millions of dollars, his ego got to better him. And today, if I saw him, right, I would be laughing at him because right now I know his business is in trouble. Not only his business, many car dealerships are in trouble. And the problem is with the used car dealership, the market is tanking significantly. Okay, now when more and more mega mansion, auto renters go bankrupt, well, they're even going to flood the market more. So imagine if Airbnb Superhost, when they have 50 or 100 units and they go bankrupt and they got to liquidate, and there's all of these people, Superhost, are all over America, how that adds to the inventory. Imagine what's going to be happening with the auto sector. Uh, because the auto sector, just like the home sector, is based on credit. People don't have 10 grand to buy a car cash. People don't have 100K or 200K to buy a house cash. The whole wheel moves because of, debt. And with the credit crunch coming, with people being unemployed, if you're in the car business, you're going to be hurting unless you create yourself a little niche. And, so it's just funny that, people's egos blind them because they have success and they think they're going to be right all the time. And I've learned that lesson myself, and one of the best lessons that I learned is I accumulated so much wealth in America as a refugee. I came here, didn't speak the language, lived in my car with $100 to start a business. Um, I made multi-millions of dollars in that one business. I had multiple locations. I started another business. Rental houses. And guess what? And I give all my stuff up. Well, I shouldn't say all, most of my stuff up to the homeless. And, I just closed my businesses down, didn't even sell them because I was tired of accumulations. It didn't make me happy or give me joy. Okay. And so it was very, very humbling to realize that accumulations and success are just um, propaganda, are just brainwashing tools to have the rat or the mouse on the mouse trap just running faster and faster. That you only need so little amount of money to have success if you can control your consumption. But that's a different story. I don't want to get into that. But guys, you might want to go back and watch some of my older videos. Back in 2017, 16, I was giving great insight on what's happening, and you can listen to it, and you listen to it and be like, damn man, that guy was right, dude. And I can't make this stuff up, guys. I did this stuff in 2007, 3 years ago. What I'm telling you is happening right now. I got a bunch of videos like that. Go check it out. I'm not gonna let you down. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Click the like button, share this message, support the channel, support me by just clicking like, dude. That's it, dude, because that helps out with the algorithm. Share this message to your friends and family. Help me help everyone else be prosperous and have abundance in their life, because America's a great country. You don't need a lot of money, you don't need credit, you don't need debt to be your dreams. All you need to do is start where you stand, and I teach you and everyone else to start where you stand. You can be your dreams with just $100. That's how I've started every business, with $100, no credit card debt, no bank loans, because imagination and creativity and hard work and sacrifice is more powerful than any debt. Peace.